Hello? Did the stream go down again? Am I crazy? Or did you... It didn't? Okay, great. I sat down and I had to refresh, so I was like, what the heck happened here? What go on here? Hi, everyone, I'm Ian. Hi, Alanah. Nice to meet you. Let me see that dog. What a funny song to have stuck in your head at 10:53 a.m. You know what I mean? Hi. That thong, the thong, thong, thong. I like the way. All right. So, everybody, it's Bond time. I love IO Interactive. I'm a big fan. Everybody's saying it. Everybody knows I've said it. Everybody knows I've said it. Everybody's saying it. So, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? But I've not been super sold on what we've seen of this so far, and I don't really know why. One of my friends did write on this game, and so I know like little bits and pieces about it. Do I ever have music stuck in your head? The moment I genuinely think I've had the thong song stuck in my head since I woke up. The Hitman games are so good, I'll eat whatever IO serves me. I agree with that for sure. I guess maybe we just haven't seen enough for me to understand the picture. Maybe that's what it is. That I don't like feel like I have the full picture of what this actually is going to be. So we know that it is a prequel. It's Bond before he becomes a 007, I believe. That's my understanding. I'm not positive if that's right, but it's like him going to get his first kill, and I think kind of the idea of like him when he was a bit rougher around the edges and had to be sort of brought back. I hope this isn't overly loud. Try this. It's so quiet for you guys and loud for me. Can you even hear that? No audio. I assume you can now? Yeah, it looks like it's really quiet for you guys, but it's fine for me, which is a new one. Always throwing something new at me, you know? Yeah. Let me crank her up in the settings here for you. All right, give you a couple of decibels there. That should do it. I really didn't do anything. I added 10 decibels. So? That's strange. It did help. Sounds like your mic hearing the sound from your headphones. Oh, well, let me make sure it's in the right. Okay, let me crank it more, I guess. It's pretty quiet right now, I suppose, anyway, but I just want to make sure you guys can hear it. Okay. Oh no, it went back down. It did go back down. There you go. Wow, okay, there's a ghost in the machine is what's happening. Every time that I increase it, it decreases itself. That's so weird. What's wrong? Why? Okay. A unique issue. I get it. Chill out. Sorry about that, everyone. Windows, calm down, Windows. It's not necessary. I'm probably too big, aren't I? My webcam too big? Anyway, sorry. I don't even have ADHD. That's the crazy part, you know? I think I would like to see more of the maybe DNA of Bond in here, where maybe right now it's feeling like a little action gamey. I think maybe I want to see more of the DNA of Bond and more of the DNA of which I guess is a lot of action, to be fair. Maybe we just kind of underestimate that. And DNA of IO. I want to see how they, you know, take the Hitman, but put it in the James Bond universe. That's, I think, what I'm after. I'm sure I'll check this game out regardless, because I really do love them and want to support the studio regardless, but yeah. You're right. JG Cast. I had so much trouble reading JG. Am I okay? I don't know what's going on. What? I don't know what's happening. Yeah, I figured we'd either do some news after this for a little bit, or I might go back to playing a little more Hollow Knight. We'll see. There is a reason there is an ADSD ADHD overlap. It's true. It's true. So many good Bond games that were never movies. I mean, GoldenEye is one of the GOATs. Like, I feel like you have to put that in as like one of the best of all time, right? What happened with my ear? Oh, well, I assume if you know about it that you saw the post. My ear's fine. It was like a month ago. It's just that I got the bill yesterday. Or maybe several months ago. I just got the bill yesterday. Well, I got the finalized version of the bill yesterday, which is $1,500. Insane amount of money. I should have just flown home to Australia. I wouldn't mind a blockbuster spectacle type game as long as the writing is fun. I suppose. It's a tough one to tackle because it's an IP that I think a lot of people have a lot of expectations for. Like, a lot of people really have a lot of strong feelings about Bond, and it's difficult to meet. And I think when it's the first video game in a while and it appears like it is a prequel, meaning that they're probably trying to set up a franchise, that's just an assumption. I don't know about any of that. Everyone's kind of like, okay, what have you got? So it's a lot to live up to. It's a bit of pressure. I'm curious. It's traveling outside the US if you right now is hard to get back in. It's been fine for me. I've been international, I think, 6 times so far this year, and I'm global entry, so I haven't had any problem. Hey, Tom Greer. Do you need to bring Movie Bond back? I am worried about that, I'll tell you. I am concerned about what Amazon is going to do with that. I actually suspect the era of good Bond films is probably over. Not completely. I'm sure we'll still get some good ones. I guess it's always been kind of bad, though. They have... Oh, hello, Banjo. There have always been some bad ones, but I don't know. I have much less faith in them. I am white, exactly. I get TSA pass. I'm from a white Christian country. I'm fine. Think we're gonna be okay? I don't know. I'm nervous. I really do love a lot of the recent Bond movies. I mean, I love a lot of them in general, but doesn't feel great. Doesn't feel great.
What he did in Iceland.
How's the audio?
What he did was ill-disciplined, utterly reckless. Give me one good reason to put him in the program, Mom.
I think you just covered them all. It's really quite simple. Bond is a bullet without a target. Let's give him one.
Oh, I went right back down again. Okay, hang on. Sorry, I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna fix it.
Hi, I'm Hakan Abrak, game director on 007 First Light.
That seems good.
I know everyone has been waiting patiently to finally see our game, and that's exactly why we're here today.
I am excited to see your game.
Without further ado, and on behalf of our talented team, I'm incredibly proud to introduce an extended playthrough of Bond's first mission.
Okay, great.
As a recruit.
We're just seeing flat gameplay. Love that.
Please
Great.
enjoy our gameplay premiere of 007 First Light.
I think this entire thing is Bond, yes.
This is a black tag operation, so discretion, ladies and gentlemen, is critical.
Great. Cars. Great. Love that.
Now I could get used to this.
Don't act too impressed, dearest, or you'll blow our cover. And James, do quit your pouting.
I'm a glorified hood ornament. What could I possibly have to pout about?
Sorry if the assignment doesn't live up to your grand expectations. Someone must watch the perimeter.
It's very pretty.
009
Also,
slips through our fingers, you're the last line of
this
defense.
looks like gameplay, but I'm not.
Exhilarating.
It must be gameplay, yeah.
That's all.
They've never done cars before, I don't think, so.
The cap looks good on you, though. Really brings out your cheekbones. Take a left up ahead, James.
Backseat driver.
What's that, darling?
Just a frog in my throat.
Yeah, this must have been a lot of work for them.
Halt.
Sorry, everybody. Excuse my sound settings.
Is everything in order?
Routine inspection, ma'am. Won't be a moment.
Oh god, it just turned off entirely. No, no, we're good. Stop it. Is that better? That seems good.
You think if I sold a kidney, I could afford to stay for a night?
I think I have. Stayed here, I mean. A wedding back in 22.
Doesn't sound like something you'd forget.
Well, the hen was in Cannes, so we flew in by private jet. It's dark and we've been drinking, so...
Oh, well, can.
At least Sheila will be happy.
Private jet.
What?
Nothing. Darling, nothing at all.
Was that the audio just... The dialogue just cutting
He
into
was
it?
the best in his day. That was a long time ago. My guess is he's tired of running.
Greenway thinks we're being played.
And since when do you trust Greenway?
I never said I did.
They knew each other, though. That much is clear. Something to do with an operation called
0.07 FPS. I guess this is 20, huh?
Did 009 pick Greenway out of good faith or bad blood?
Well, we're about to find out.
God, the internet's gonna be so stupid about this. There's gonna be so much, what about the shadows? I don't give a shit. But I can already see it coming.
Pull up. This is our stop. We're live, gentlemen. Switch to comms. Monroe, with me. James, stay.
Save the world some other time, yeah?
Thank you, bottom percentage Ratata.
Afternoon. Invitation, please.
Yeah, game is slated for next year. It's very good to remind
Plus
people.
the help.
Welcome to the Grand Carpathian. Parking is right up ahead. Mr. and Mrs. York, enjoy your stay.
Much obliged.
Oh, they will.
They're using the same engine, so it'll probably look
Right.
similar. Hitman
We're
designer
entering
rates so many
premises.
features a Hitman
Team
game needs.
status?
Totally. They're the perfect studio to do it.
Delivery area. In position.
Sync.
You've missed driving, grungy sheriff.
Ronson, conference wing.
Good driving.
Kingsley, first floor suites. Bond. Bond.
Parking lot. In position.
Greenway, Grand Hall. Switching off comms as instructed. Keep a low profile and don't let your guards down. 009 most certainly won't. Out.
I think we saw that in the trailer. I remember thinking his little hand tappies were really cute.
Not exactly the 5-star treatment. Oh, I'm stretching my legs. Bond, reporting suspicious behavior.
009?
No, one of the hotel staff. Strangest looking bellhop I ever saw. He was mishandling luggage.
I'm interested.
What are we, the local tourist board?
I'm like, what is going on? They got me.
It
Like,
was
totally.
odd. I'm gonna check it out.
You will not. 009 is our only priority. Stay at your post, James. That's an order.
Yes, Mom.
They had poor taste, if you ask me, and got what they deserved.
Pardon me? Need to see a man about a bag.
I do think his vibe
Afternoon, sir.
is good.
Staff and press only.
Oh, damn. Forgot my press badge.
You're not the first.
Can I duck through? I need to catch up with that bellhop.
Show me your ID and all's good.
Better go and get my ID then.
If you want to catch your bellhop.
Fair point.
Kind of young for a Bond. Yeah, he's not actually 007 yet. You can tell it's the Hitman guys behind this. Totally. Which we're all for. That's great. I love those games. I think they're fantastic. When a British person says ma'am, it almost sounds like mom to me. That's interesting. I feel like the distinction is clear, but I get where you're coming from.
Do you think I could get Gretchen Wong's autograph on my daughter after the game? She dreams of going pro.
Dot phone? Dude, I'm already very interested. Like I said, I'm into this. Which I like. The Hitman games are so fun to play with people, to figure it out together. Those puzzles are so fun.
What's that?
Master Spy at work here. Look at him go. The tap. They'll never see it coming. Okay, there's no way nobody saw that. Get rid. So it's going to be covered in pollen. Those are hydrangeas. That is actually my favorite flower. I think, at least. What do you need that for? Hydrangeas, very nice. More like hydrangeas. Yeah, they're beautiful because they change colors depending on what's in the soil, but they require so much water. This is the content you tune in for.
Let's see.
I became a big plant guy recently.
Odd.
The one in the dining hall? Yeah, I checked it long ago.
Improv of these games makes the multi-solution puzzles feel organically or and hopefully this game can capture that. It already looks like it has. You know, I imagine we're just seeing one option.
Haven't done that since final year.
Of many, as is the way. I cannot imagine that they're going to mess that up, right? As a Hitman game?
Ken Banks, penetration tester. I need to have a stern word with your manager.
Good to have you on the team.
Penetration manager. Amazing. I do really love the...
This guy better be worth it.
The Bondy confidence is really fun. How did that line work? You can get away with a lot with just being confident. One of my friends has been breaking into hotel pools in LA recently, and she basically just says, "I forgot my card. Could you guys let me up?" And then she just goes to a fancy LA pool.
But he's getting an extra mint on his pillow.
It does help that she's very pretty, to be fair.
Now, let's see what all the fuss is about. There's Greenway. Hopefully I'm the last thing on his mind.
I do like the implied bondiness of you even entering this area. Like him even choosing to be in here feels very... like he's not supposed to be, he's just supposed to wait outside. He's like, nah.
Kingsley alert. Best not get spotted just yet. Need to build a case first.
Bond,
Yeah, the music's fantastic. I wonder who did it.
No sign of 009. Over. How do you do?
Where have I seen him before?
I think he models for Alexander Dupin.
That's so cute.
Now, where do you go?
I do also really like starting with such low stakes. I'm just trying to find a guy who threw a bag. That's all. That's really cute.
He's got all sorts of antique books on display about the castle.
Thank you, and 2 extra spicy for the prime sub.
I'll certainly try, sir.
Did you notice the blonde bellhop who just passed through here?
There's a face you'd pick out in the lineup. Probably one of the temps. He was asking for the directions to the backstage area.
A chess fiend. I knew it.
I'd stay clear of him.
Just need a quiet word. Nothing dramatic.
What a great way to cut. That's so funny. Does that work? I really feel like breaking through a car door with your elbow would be extremely difficult.
Looking for these?
Hold on.
Just who the hell are you?
Not now. Eyes on the road. Look out.
This looks super fun too.
It's got too much of a head start.
I wonder if they'll have
Careful what you wish for.
like someone famous do the menu music or something. Like, are we gonna have a Bond song in this game? I would.
Ambulances, watch it.
Look out! Buckle up.
There's no HUD right now either. I wonder if that's just like dev tools or if the game itself is going to look like this.
Sheep.
Because this does feel like one of those auto-fail chase sequences that a lot of people hate, but I also feel like it's kind of the right call here. It makes sense that Bond would do this. Frame rate doesn't seem the greatest. Yeah, that could just be the stream though. The frame rate, I agree, is definitely not very good.
Brace. There he is.
The motion blur's a little excessive. That may also be... No, you're right. I was going to say that might also be muddied by the stream, but you're right. But often games let you turn that off, right?
Clear the road! Hold tight.
And yeah, game's still not out till next year. We'll probably get a release date today. But, you know, there's always going to be some final polish. I do like that this is not just chasing, like, It's actively about finding shortcuts. I wonder how they communicate that with the player, though. Is she always going to tell you, or is there some kind of UI indicator? Seems like it'd be very easy to mess that up. Someone on the YouTube chat said 007 FPS.
Agent Sherlock Holmes.
Oh no!
I'm with the DGSE.
That's 7 FPS.
James Bond, MI6.
Oh god, harsh.
What's your interest in 009?
Becca didn't spend his fugitive years on a golf course, if that's what you think. DGSE has been hunting him for a long time. This is the closest we've ever gotten, and I'm not letting him slip through my fingers now.
Sounds like we have a conflict of interest.
How about we burn that bridge when we get to it?
Fine by me.
I feel like this feels maybe a little long, but
There. Pull over.
hard to say if we're not playing it. It's very scripted, for sure, and I think that's okay.
Sign of 009.
Thank you,
I know his
Respergu.
friends, though. I'm not loving the odds.
I wonder if she's our Bond girl.
Or in that case. Get down there, draw their fire. I'll flank them. We need to keep that plane on the ground.
Well, what are we waiting for?
There's that English.
I like his performance.
Bonne chance, James.
A lot of pressure to play a Bond. I like it. Alright, the combat's everyone's real big question, right? Because the gunplay, hell of a term,
Looks
in
like I've got a plane to catch.
the Hitman games is not their strongest. Virtually everything else around that is strong. But the shooting is not the best, which I don't think I ever really did it. I just always avoided it. So a lot of questions about how this particular thing, which has to be more prevalent in Bond, is going to feel. Stealthy self-explanatory at this point. I hope we get some fun combat. Yeah, I totally agree. The Bond infiltrating stuff is going to be Hitman. They don't really need to change that much. It's fantastic. Damn. Yeah, I imagine they've had to like redesign a lot of this from the ground up because it does look quite good. Do you think there's we're having some like stream quality issues, I'm assuming. Damn. That's a lot of explosions for one video game. I think this looks really good, outside of the obvious performance issues. And I think the motion blur may be a little bit too much. This is a huge improvement from Hitman, for sure. Oh. Hello. No. Yeah. So many explosions. Okay, there were frame rate drops there. There have to be. It's so many. It's so ballsy. Yeah, you see it. That's unfortunate. Oh my. Oh my god, that's so funny. Oh, amazing. because I guess the creativity of Bond, not that the Hitman games aren't already really creative, but I feel like they probably have to do some like crazy stuff like that because he is very creative. Some like more set piece creativity where Hitman is all freeform, you know what I mean? Is this the still motion blur?
Okay, 009. You're next.
A lot has happened in this one mission. None of those guys had families.
Plane's flying dark. It's all up to me. Think. Need a way to force it down. If I could access the flight control system. Let's make some turbulence.
I'm pretty sure that's how planes work, right? They'll have like a... There's just sort of an override system that sits in the cargo hull, right? I'm pretty sure that's how planes work. Oh, he's controlling it from his watch. That's sick. Press X to crash. We'll have to re-watch some bits of this off stream because I'm not sure if it's the game or the stream, but I assume it's the stream. Damn, this is so action-packed. I mean, that is alone makes it like feel leagues different from Hitman. Nathan Drake, eat your heart out. Exactly, Uncharted. The music's been really, really, really good. Car Chaser's missing music, you're probably right, yeah. All this for a bellhop. Great point. Alright. I am thematically impressed.
Hey, I'm Patrick Gibson.
Technically
I'm honored to
concerned.
announce that I'm playing James Bond in IO Interactive's much anticipated game 007 First Light.
Game is still
Thrilling to be
not
bringing
coming
this
out
character to life
till
in the
next year.
gaming world, and I'm joined by an incredibly
I thought he did a
talented
really good
cast,
job.
including
It's a really
Lenny
tough role.
James as
I
Bond's
think he did a
mentor
great job.
Greenway, Priyanka Burford as M, Alistair McKenzie as Q, Kira Lester as Bond's most fervent supporter Moneypenny, and Noemi Nakai as the enigmatic Ms. Roth.
Bond's world is all about what's seen and what's hidden beneath the surface. You've just watched an extended mission playthrough. No commentary, just a raw experience. We hope you liked it just as much as we loved crafting it for you. But there's more than what meets the eye. In this next section, we'll guide you through how it all works.
I love the way
The
PlayStation
tools,
does these.
Systems, and
Yeah, exactly,
choices
Jeff.
that shape the
Their
gameplay
presentations are
in
so good,
007
so well done.
First Light. Let's take a closer look.
Welcome to the world of James Bond in 007 First Light, where infiltration and espionage are just two of many spycraft skills. In this mission, our unseasoned but highly trained Bond must track an assassin through a sophisticated Kensington Gala. You'll want to blend in with the crowd while scouting for tactical
He doesn't blend in with that jacket at all.
options,
Not even a
creating
little
mental
bit.
map of available pathways without
So, have you heard of blazes?
Go to the security
So
room.
please.
First floor, east wing, staff offices.
Got it.
Bond must gain access to the upper floors, but some areas are off limits, even for those with a stolen tape.
Hitman knows how to do a party, man. Those are some of my favorite levels.
Sorry, sir. Can't let you through.
Just looking for the bathroom.
Other side of the bar.
Dialogue from other characters can offer clues to the mission's progression. Listening in on conversations is a useful intelligence tactic, potentially revealing opportunities for an easy breach.
If he doesn't make an appearance in the next 10 minutes, he can watch from down here. Yeah, do that.
If you happen to be watching and you need anybody to sound bitchy on the phone,
And you are?
you need more NPCs, let me know. I'd love to do that. That'd be really fun. Just hit me up.
Sorry for the wait.
About time.
If he doesn't make his way down here in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to leave.
Right then.
You
Go
know?
grab your camera,
And whenever you
and I'll
need.
take you
I
past
got you.
security.
That'd be really fun.
Photography can be
Being a random NPC in a like Hitman-esque game would be
First
really
Light
fun.
provides multiple pathways for achieving Bond's objective, if he's prepared to get creative.
Very nice call. Dial up the impatience. If he doesn't get here in the next 10 minutes, I'm leaving. Is that too much? I think it might have been too much. Well, we can workshop it in the booth. Was expelled.
All set.
Follow me.
Bond's gamble has paid off.
The balcony should give you an excellent view of the stage.
Sprinkle some Jamaican accent. Oh god.
Relax.
Would be really fun though.
He's with me.
You say so.
I read your articles in Crux magazine on rogue AI and cognitive warfare.
Hopefully this is a good time to drop in.
You won't always receive the red carpet treatment, so sometimes you might have to take the initiative. In these highly volatile stealth situations,
Beautiful lighting.
It pays to choose caution over direct confrontation, as everyone can be a valuable
Still just
source
feels like a
of
Hitman game to me.
information.
Well, I think these parts are going to feel like a Hitman game because they should. You know, Hitman is a spy. I would make the case that they shouldn't be different. It's the same thing.
Moments when Bond remains undetected.
They
offer the chance to
they're
survive
already so
hostile
good
players.
at spy infiltration that I just
That's my way out.
it's the stuff around it that I think needs to be different, which I think they did do.
By choosing from multiple routes, exploiting opponents' positions.
They did do that
or
with
security
that first mission.
vulnerabilities. Depending on the situation and the odds, Bond can always go with a quick and blunt strategy.
Could have played that a little smoother, James.
He got away with it this time, but they could have called reinforcements. Alternatively,
The only thing Hitman does a lot of that I don't
elegant
think fits
style,
Bond is the
using
cosume
scan from
switching.
his watch to highlight options
True,
for
we haven't seen any of that.
distraction and misdirection.
Yeah, Bond doesn't do that. That would be a little odd.
I'll have a quick look.
I like the idea of 50 to 70% Hitman style gameplay and 30% Uncharted. Completely agree. I think that's the right call, actually. I've also never really paid that much attention to the stories in Hitman. Not that because they don't put effort in, there's some really great performances, but
Your Q gadgets are custom developed
I
to be
expect
powered by
that there'll be a lot
resources
more
found
of
in the
like
environment,
us
so be sure
getting
to stock up
attached
when you have
to
the chance.
everybody around
Aside
Bond
from
in
the
this
signature
story.
watch,
Like, I wonder
a
if, you know how,
different
like, when you play Perfect
You'll
Dark,
have
if you
other
immediately zoom
gadgets
out in the
in your
menu and you can,
arsenal.
like, walk around the complex? Oh my
The
god, I
laser
hope we can do that.
fires a direct beam of energy that can be
Just
used
make it Perfect Dark,
offensively
is what I'm
against
trying to
targets, or tactically
Also,
on
of course, the
environmental
watch
weak points,
opens up so much creativity.
opening up strategic options to avoid combat or spring traps.
Hitman has to be... Oh, I see. I was
The
like,
smoke
rewind? No.
device confuses
They're just showing us different
adversarial
versions.
foes, letting you pass through undetected.
That's
offering a
super
chance
different.
for concealed
And yeah,
stealth.
Hitman is realistic. You know what I mean? Like,
007 First Lights will see Bond face different opponents, some of whom cannot be bluffed or charmed into compliance. Using a dart phone to incapacitate them will give you an opportunity to talk your
none of
way
them
out
saw the laser.
with a
Listen,
charismatic flourish.
I do love that you can talk your way out too. That's not nothing in Hitman. That's awesome.
Bastard could be hiding right under your noses.
That's really cool. the bluff
But
option is
sometimes,
sick.
hard as you may try to stay hidden, a fight
These games
is
can't be realistic. It is really funny to make jokes about, but in order for that, like, oh, nobody saw me, that it's funny to make jokes about. I enjoy doing that, but they can't be or they wouldn't be fun. Like, they do have to be unrealistic.
Having been discovered, Bond will need to rely on more than wit and charm to contain the situation. In melee combat against multiple assailants, you'll need to think fast.
This just looks awful, like motion blur / frame rate wise, but I really do suspect that that's the stream.
Throws, parries,
or hope, I guess. There's no way this game looks
and
like this,
direct
surely.
strikes with environmental takedowns and items.
Simon says don't get up.
Sometimes
Simon says don't get up.
his fists
I think the
to get
tone
up
is
the line.
different too. I don't know.
When
It's working
enemies
for
show
me.
clear
It's different
intent
enough.
to shoot
I would
and
take
kill
more
Bond,
Hitman,
you
but as it
will
is,
grant it a
to be
license
clear.
to kill.
You don't even need to change it, and I would take more Hitman. But giving me Hitman
Trained
with
by
some
the Royal
Bond,
Navy, Bond
I
is
don't
an
feel the need to
expert
nitpick it.
marksman. His Q pistol firearm is a great conversation starter. Enemies can provide additional firearms. You'll just have to borrow them for a moment. With quick thinking, you can turn the tables on your enemies by making the very environment a deadly weapon.
Some of that feels like a little
Gadgets used
Batman-y.
for stealth and infiltration can also be deployed in combat to disrupt enemy attacks or provide further offensive options. Allowing you to fight fire with fire, or distract to make your escape. Adversaries come equipped with different levels of armor, requiring either greater ballistic might or tactical improvisation.
It's hard to say without playing
To
it, is
support
always
you
the
in
way.
challenging situations, Bond
I'm
can use his
liking-
own instincts.
Again, they feel weird about the word. It
This
sounds
mode
sexual
will
to me for
help
some
you
reason.
focus
I'm
on
liking the
most
gunplay.
difficult targets.
But also, what would
Whether
that even be in
human-
a sexual context? What am I, Stephen King?
Or environmental.
Only real ones will understand that
Bond
reference.
must be fast, cunning, and uncompromising to prevail in the world of 007 First Light.
Not being rude, but I feel some people here have not watched any Bond outside of the Craig ones. That's okay. They don't need to. We're not gatekeeping Bond out here. You don't have to be a fan to play a game or have opinions on it.
Thank you for your visit.
Also, a lot of the movies are very, very, very different. It's like I don't even think that you can actually give Bond a clean identity based on all of those films. Really, really different. How does liking gunplay sound sexual? Anything with play on the end. March 27th. There you go.
PlayStation.
All right. I really would like to real quick do this. Oh, I was already on 4K. Crank that shit. And then like see what things look like
Find out.
now that the stream is up. Like some of this combat here maybe.
Told me you needed a hand.
That I just don't know why you would do that. It's the motion blur in gameplay. Again, it might just be the stream, like if they upload it without that.
Can't stay here. Please leave.
Right behind you.
I really don't like that. But you master frame rate, you might be right. Not a fan. There is enough time for March 2027, I guess, depending on what they have left to do. We don't know what levels they finish, but I would have thought to polish a lot of this. The moment with the heavily armored soldier died from falling down the short set of stairs that killed it for me. Okay. Again, he may not have died. He might have just been knocked out for a second. I maintain that making fun of the lack of realism in any of these games is really fun. It is a funny thing to do. I enjoy playing them and being like, well, really? It's fun. But you wouldn't enjoy them if that stuff weren't there. Like, you could very easily, like, I think I even made a joke about it. In this part where he's climbing. The hydrangeas, everybody remembers. You could very easily go, nobody saw this. All the people here, really nobody saw it. Not one person was like, what's that? This guy didn't see it. But if they made it that realistic, it starts being fun. You know what I mean? You don't scream like that without at least fear of death at some stairs. I don't know, dude. Have you ever fallen down the stairs? That shit's pretty scary. Like, they have to be fun. You know what I mean? They have to be fun. He's a trained assassin. Nobody saw him. Where's Stairs Guy? Whereabouts did that happen? Let's analyze Stairs Guy. I'm just very forgiving of the things not being realistic because I really think, like, I've made this joke so many times, but I always wanted to start, and maybe I'll do it one day and just use a voice modulator and like a VTuber. I've always wanted to make a YouTube channel that's specifically for reviewing games based on realism, but like as seriously as possible. Like as though I am absolutely not joking. Where I would just tear something apart based on parts of it that are not realistic as though I'm actually extremely bothered by it. I think it would be really, really fun, but I don't want people to know it's a joke. And if it's me, unless you're one of the idiots on the internet, you know I'm joking about most things. So it's... I really want the bit to be taken seriously. Maybe I'll do it one day. I'll find some voice modulator that makes me sound like a dude. All right, I'm looking for Stairs Guy. Was Stairs Guy around here? People would definitely take it seriously, yeah. Like I thought about the one that made me want to do it for the first time was Far Cry 3. That's how long I've been wanting to... thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it. How long I've been thinking of this idea for was because I wanted to be like, all of these animals in the same environment? Really? Just like pop off about shit that doesn't matter. It's so funny. Okay, let's have a look at the combat here. This is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10. Is Stairs Guy around here somewhere? Exactly. This type of fauna in this climate. Maybe I should do it. You guys are convincing me that it's a good idea. The problem is they would also take a really long time because I would be as serious as possible. Like I'd try and really, really go hard on like finding every flaw that I possibly could. Your only gripe is the motion blur. That's a good sign. Okay, this does look way better already. The frame rate, the motion blur, this does look way better. It's such a shame that like most people won't do this, you know what I mean? Most people will not go and watch the like natively uploaded videos and will just judge the streams because people just forget that stream quality suffers, you know? Okay, I really don't like the motion blur.
Can't stay here.
But agreed that that's such a minor nitpick. Again, I'm sure you'll see people on Reddit losing their fucking minds. I really don't like it. But am I gonna not play the game because of it? No. And I would also hope that they'll probably see quite a bit of criticism for it. Dude. Okay, so there were frame rate drops there. That's a lot of particle effects. Like, again, I maintain that even doing that explosion, having the confidence to do that explosion is ballsy as shit. I feel like you wouldn't do it unless you were confident you could pull it off. That's insane. Do you know what engine they're using proprietary? Yes, they use a proprietary engine. A lot of physics subject just getting blows up. Yeah, there's tons of physics in there. Very, very cool. You think he looked away from it to save performance? No. Yeah, I don't think so, no. He isn't very James Bond, he's more Jimmy Bond. Which is correct. I think that's the tone that they're going for. He is supposed to be more Jimmy Bond. He's not become 007 just yet. You plan on playing Hell Is Us? I think Hell Is Us looks really good. I would like to play it. IGN is already saying this game is stealing from Uncharted. IGN said that? I don't believe you. I genuinely don't believe you that IGN.com said that. I could see the IGN chat saying that, but IGN the outlet wrote something that said that? That seems very unlikely to me. Stair Guy went through a decade of training, was issued 120... Where is he? Where is he? I want to see Stair Guy, please, game logo. I would like to see Stairman. Yeah, also true. Stealing from Uncharted, actually fine with it. If you were to do that, fine with it. But, like, so many of these things inspire each other that it's kind of silly, you know what I mean? Like, Uncharted is inspired by Bond, you know? It's like Warhammer and Gears of War have inspired each other. It is what it is. Yeah, exactly, Sudden Impulse. Uncharted is just Bond, Indiana Jones combined, yeah. I don't think you have Uncharted without having Bond in a lot of ways. Okay, yeah, I hate the motion blur. I really hate it. I'm sure I'd get over it, but also worth them having the feedback. Didn't even expect this type of combat sequence from IO. Yeah, they've done a great job. So yeah, I'm sold. Before watching this was not. I wasn't sure like how I would feel about it really at all. I wasn't sold on it yet. Don't even really know why, but I'm trying to think of like concerns that I have. Again, I don't like the motion blur, potentially some frame rate issues. That's all fixable in the amount of time that they have.
Need a way to force it down.
I think it looks great. I don't know what to say. I like video games, man, you know? I like them. I like Hitman a whole lot. I don't need it to be super different to Hitman. I would play those games forever. I think World of Hitman is in my top 10 games of the generation.
Never a dull moment.
And then this looks like Hitman, but with big, like we're saying, action set pieces, which I think is pretty much exactly what Bond should be. It's the same thing, like, oh, Hitman's too similar. That fucking looks terrible, though. You're saying they're too similar, but Hitman is inspired by Bond, you know? I like the idea of video games, but I'm not impressed by many. That's a shame. I love video games, I really do. I'm a very big fan of video games. So it's been wild to watch the internet get more and more and more negative, and like obviously I'm extremely critical of publishers. But video games fucking rule, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Video games fucking rule. The amount of stuff that's come out this year, I'm stressed because I don't have enough time to play it. Performance is bad, yes. The performance is bad. The music's really, really, really good. 19 hours till Silk Song? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else I'm worried about.
I'm Patrick Gibson.
I thought he was really good. Again, I think that there's, I don't know if ever, I'm not old enough to say, but virtually never been a Bond that hasn't received a shit ton of criticism. People were really, really, really critical of Daniel Craig when he was announced, and then I would say he's one of the best. My Bond is Pierce Brosnan, but that's just because that's like the ones that I grew up watching because of the time that they came out and the age that I was. But I think Daniel Craig's incredible. He's not the best Bond, he's the worst. That's crazy. That's an insane take. I think he's very good. There are many who are worse. There are many who are better though too. Like it's, I don't know. It's a whole thing. Casino Royale is a great film. But there's a lot going into it. Dalton, I actually don't like as much. Connery, I would agree, is the GOAT. I actually think Connery #1. But yeah, they all do different things. The point is they are different people, right? They're literally different people. But everyone's always critical the minute that a new Bond is announced. People are like, he's not gonna do it, he's gonna suck. He sucks. There's no, this isn't my Bond, not my Bond. You know, there's always a bunch of screaming about it. It's never right, because I think everyone has this idea of this like perfect, masculine, handsome gentleman who's not too hyper masculine because he's still suave and like pandas to women. And like, it's really, there's so much expectation on this man to be fucking perfect. You know what I mean? It's so specific, but I think he did a really good job. I think the charm is there. I wasn't sure about it initially. Again, it's difficult to even try and forget that. He did a really good job. Every Bond movie with Craig was great except the last one. Quantum of Solace. Come on now. Have you guys heard the Quantum of Solace song? Let me see if I can find that. The Quantum of Solace. I don't know what it would be called. Okay, hang on. Okay, here we go. This seems like a cover. I'm confused. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Founding it. It's right-click save as Quantum of Solace. Maybe the original song is gone somehow? This is all I can find is this random 15-year-old video. The audio's not really going to sell that for me. But, okay, maybe it's by Jode Cornish? I don't know. Whatever. I think about this song a lot. I wish I could show it to you, but I can't, because it's basically just lyrics that go to the actual song. He's got a gun and great big man tits. He's got some joggers and tiny trunks. Dame Judi Dench is furious with him. He's gone completely out to lunch. It's great. Is it by Jack White? Really? Is that real? Anyway, whatever. You don't need to see this song. I just remember it making fun of. Because what does the Quantum of Solace mean? Who knows? What could it possibly mean? Nonsense. It was by Jack White? Really? Okay. Sorry, I'm really stuck on this now. Jack White, Quantum of Solace. No. You're thinking of the actual song. I'm thinking of the song that's making fun of that song. Unless you guys are having a completely separate conversation. Yeah, no, that's the actual theme song. I'm thinking of a rewrite of that theme song that makes fun of it. Okay? Different thing. Anyway, not important.
You'll want to blend in with the crowd while scouting for tactical options.
Yeah, I think he did a good job.
Creating a mental map of available pathways without giving yourself away.
Go to the security room. It's first floor, east wing, staff offices.
Got it.
Bond must gain access to the upper floors.
This all looks super
super
Hitman, but that's fine. What is this, I think? Like, is that like a... The battery is maybe the amount that you can use your watch. This is, I guess, your health, but the fact that it looks like a potion makes me think that you probably like have some kind of health boosters of some kind. I prefer Craig in Knives Out than the recent Bond outings, but Casino Royale is fire. Oh my god, thank you, Jeff. Let's have a look. Is this it? Wow, you're right. You did find it. You really found it. This is 16 years old. This doesn't even have that many views. Because what does Quantum of Solace mean, dude? Literally, what does that mean? You know? Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. I don't know how I found it, but I it's been in my head this whole time. The Quantum of Solace. I've written it down. I'll remember it now. So stupid. Thank you, Tremavoria. Thank you for the 10 months. Adam and Joe, they had a whole podcast about what the words could possibly mean. That's really funny. That's my brand of podcast. That's a real play, watch, listen move. A whole episode about what words mean. They not even try to translate for the French title, because what does it mean?
Just looking for the bathroom. Other side of the bar.
Yeah, I think that's really good too. I like that you have the option to dialogue your way through things. I love a dialogue your way through things game. I'm like, obviously I understand The Witcher 3 is one of the greatest games of all time. I think I would put it in like my top 3 of the last generation. The Witcher 2 does not get enough credit for many things, but in particular, you can basically talk your way through anything. You can talk your way out of virtually any conflict. You can avoid entire boss fights. I mean, not everything, but like I'm a big fan of that. That like, if you want to, I would basically fight somebody in that game if I was like, you're a piece of shit. I would like to fight you. But if I didn't feel like things had happened that way, you can talk your way out of fighting them a lot of the time. It's great. Really good. What a video
Dialogue
game.
from other characters can offer clues to the mission's progression. Listening in on conversations is a useful
lot of density,
tactic,
a lot of density.
potentially revealing opportunities for an
They've always been good at that, though.
If he doesn't make an appearance in the next 10 minutes, he can watch from down here.
If he doesn't make an appearance in the next 10 minutes, he can watch from down here. Io, you got me. I'm not saying I want to replace her. I'm not trying to take anybody's job. Hit me up. I can just... anything. What do you need? What do you need an NPC to say? Oh, the hydrangeas are looking lovely this time of year, aren't they? Whatever you need. Let me know. We'll figure it out. Any NPC. Is he the only man in here not wearing a blazer? What on earth is that coat? I feel like you maybe need some of that. Someone's got to address what the fuck a little speed flap he's got here, you know? We hear a certain NPC saying the social security number. I very much appreciated Witcher 2 structure. Witcher 3 was a lot more open world. They're quite different games, but I love them both, actually, yeah, for different reasons. I wasn't like disappointed when Witcher 3 came out and it was super different or anything.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, do that.
Crux magazine. And you are?
That needs a look.
I don't know that I have any more questions. I kind of think they got it. You had no idea what State of Play was on? Yeah, I feel like this wasn't advertised all that widely. Am I going to stream Silk Song? I sure am. What time is it actually playable? Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight, Silk Song. Release time? I think it's like 7 AM or something. The Quantum of Solace. Yeah, 7 AM for me. I don't want to get up at 7 a.m. I'm not. Maybe I could get up at 7 a.m. What day is it tomorrow? Okay, you know, I could get up at 7 a.m. We're recording Movie House tomorrow at 10:30. So I could get up, I'd have to get up at like 6. I could do it. And then play until like 10 when I would have to stop for the podcast. I'll try. Okay, I'll try. Which movies are we talking about? Oh, we're talking about Naked Gun and Weapons this time. That's the plan. Also, hey, did you guys see this? Talk about this today. Where is it? Yeah, this is really, really interesting. If anyone has.
We know we looked a bit stupid.
So, Football Manager 25 got cancelled. Previously an annual release. And this video is really, really interesting. Weapons isn't that scary, Pagan. It's actually kind of funny. It's really not that scary, I promise.
We know we looked a bit stupid. It was a little bit embarrassing. If we'd released FM25 in the state that it was in, it wouldn't have been good value for money, and it would have damaged us forever.
What a wonderful thing to hear a game director say. That never happens. He literally said it wouldn't have been good value for money. It's a really interesting interview with the BBC, where the director, I believe, of Football Manager spoke about how he realized the game wasn't in a good enough state to release it. It's the most candid that I've ever seen anybody be in that level, like exec level games industry ever. Crazy that he was allowed to. He does address at some point in the interview that he's like not that allowed to. He was like, it's still a business. We can't be completely open. That's how businesses operate, y'all. Oh my god, Tom, I hated that part. That's my least favorite part of the movie. It's so fucking stupid. Anyway, yeah, it's like he's like, we can't all be candid. It's ridiculous. People expect us to be candid. We're still multi-million-dollar corporations. Those are never fucking candid, which is like totally fair. It sucks. It's not an excuse, but it's the way that it is. But yeah, this is like one of the most candids that I've seen one of these before. It's good stuff. Wasn't sure why that gun showed up in the clouds. I thought that was ridiculous. I really thought that was ridiculous. Otherwise, I found Weapon to be very fun. I know some people who hate it, / I've seen people consistently say they don't like it. I think someone said that yesterday. And I just find that very confusing. I can usually rationalize someone not liking a film. That one, don't get it at all. It's like, I'm like, how? Did you not? What? That's crazy. All right. My closing thoughts on that is I think it actually looks really good. Like, I don't really have anything else to say. I'm down. I think Hitman's really fun to play, and I'm cool with Hitman with extra pizzazz, which is exactly what that looks like. Yeah. One origin on the old lady and where she came from. It seems like that's probably coming. Really, whatever. I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who hasn't seen it. But yeah, highly recommend this video. I was going to see if there's any more gaming news to tackle, because I've been traveling so much, so I haven't really been up to date with anything recently, but... The Quantum of Solace. I did see that Blueprints. I am a bit, I think. Released a whole bunch of physical stuff. This is really fucking cool. For anyone any fellow Blueprints heads in the chat. So they released the Red Prince picture book. I think I probably want that one. That's so cool. Keychain blind bag series. So it's a bunch of the actual keys that exist in Blueprints, which is also very cool. Basement key. I want all of it. Oh my god, it's so cool. Notebook. Oh my god. If I have to pick one, because I really try not to buy more shit. I just have too much stuff. Everyone always has too much stuff. I would probably go with this one. I just think that's really, really cool. What a cool thing to do. What a good idea. Finished it last night, but also not really. I always have to ask, anyone says that they've finished Blueprints, what do you mean by finished? Yeah, it's I am 8-bit. Because usually when people say that, they actually just finished the tutorial. Merch that isn't coffee mugs and hoodies is always fun. Hey, you shut your mouth, okay? Hang on, give me a second to prep this joke. I'm not prepared right now. Okay, wait a second. You mean to tell me you don't want these hoodies? What's wrong with you? Get out of town. Of course you want these hoodies. Look at them. How could you not? That's how you fund the video game. Also, Onion. Look at him. A perfect boy. If you buy Lay's Deep merch, everybody, 100% of proceeds go towards funding the game. You literally be paying for game development. I have these. I have all of them. I have so many Onion. Cute little guy. So, have you thought about that? We love hoodies. We don't have any mugs. I do still have my Banjo Pierce mug from the political merch drop, and I drink from it regularly. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. Let me see if there's any other gaming news that's dropped recently that I've missed. I know there are, a few updates on the Steam censorship stuff, but I was gonna do an update video on that, for anyone who missed. I made a video about Collective Shout, which is an Australian organization. Fucking Australians again. God, just calm down, you psycho bitches. That are... Now for the record, I do... Shut up, Alanah. Censoring video games. Yeah. If you haven't seen it. But I was going to do a short update, like literally do it in shorts. I just should use YouTube Shorts more and do like updates on some of these things where possible. So that's what I figured I would do there. Wow, this is insane. I didn't see this. Blizzard Entertainment files a lawsuit against owners of fan-developed Turtle WoW servers, citing illegal use of art, codes, and more. Jesus. Oh, what a terrible idea. Just what a fucking dumb move from a corporation. Insanity. Steam will require UK users to attach a credit card to a phone page. Anyone without a card attached will not be considered an adult. Wow. Man, all of this is really just happening at once. Yeah, what if they get hacked? What about my security? Nobody gives a shit. That's the worst part. Blizzard Entertainment, the developer of massively multiplayer online role-playing game MMORPG World of Warcraft, is filing a lawsuit against the owners of Turtle WoW, which is a group of servers housing a series of fan-developed mods and updates. I understand this probably comes from a lawyer. I register that it's from a fucking stupid-ass lawyer who works at this company who's, like, disconnected. Why punish your fans? It just seems so fucking dumb. For what purpose? It's not like they're taking money away from... I mean, that is a lot of concurrent players, but, like, you're doing just fucking fine. These servers keep the love of WoW alive. Exactly. It feels like a positive to me. Turtle was openly taunting them on their ads? Okay, I guess I haven't seen whatever that is in reference to. Fan-made expansion for the story of World of Warcraft Vanilla that delves deeper into exploring the original lore of the game. The expansion allows us to take a different path from Burning Crusade, emphasizing the familiar Azeroth with Vanilla WoW over the cosmic battle with the Burning Legion. While being heavily based on the lore from Warcraft 3 and Vanilla WoW, Mysteries of Azeroth seeks to enhance the game by adding content that matches the already well-established lore of Warcraft universe. This is very professional. Existing content stays relevant. We don't want to devalue the existing content of Vanilla WoW. Instead, new content from this expansion will run in parallel. Okay, this seems respectful. Like, even this seems actively respectful. They're taunting them. Damn, yeah, this is very legit. I guess maybe they've made it too legit, and the problem is that it feels more like a product than a fan mod. But it still just seems like such a net negative to me. It just makes people like your shit, you know? It's very professional. It's probably why their marketing guy put his work on a server that breaks WoW's terms of service on his LinkedIn. That's crazy. I did read a thing saying 2K were willing to take over Perfect Dark development. Yeah, I saw that. The Perfect Dark thing, where is that? Oh, this is interesting. Here we go, this one. Ugh, fucking Blomberg, dude. Perfect Dark developer lays off staff after funding deals. Funding deal falls through at Crystal Dynamics, close to moving the game to Take-Two, but negotiation fell apart. I'm amazed that these conversations were even able to happen. This sounds so messy to even attempt to do this. Takeaways. Ew, it's AI. Long-running game studio Crystal Dynamics, a division of Embracer Group AB, was forced to cut staff and fully abandon the game Perfect Dark last week after failing to find a new funding partner following the game's cancellation in July. Again, that's really unique in the games industry. Like, I've almost never heard of this happening before. I've never played the old ones, but Perfect Dark looked good. I was actually always pretty hesitant. I love Perfect Dark, the first game. Actually, still fucking great. I was playing it like 2 weeks ago on the Switch. Still a very good game. I was never fully sold on this one. That doesn't mean I wanted it to fail, though. It just looks so different, and not sure what its identity was, I guess. I'm not really sure how to articulate that. I don't know. I think there's so many games now that I need a little more to be sold on something. Just I'm a little harder to impress from the get-go, but also, while also being much more forgiving of, like, minor errors, if that makes sense. Embracer had come close to striking a deal in which the video game publisher Take-Two Interactive would purchase the game from Microsoft Corp's Xbox, which owned the rights. That's so nuts. What a mess of companies. I'm amazed that may have even been possible. Take-Two would then fund and publish the game, but the talks collapsed, at least in part because the companies involved were unable to come to terms over long-term ownership of Perfect Dark. Okay, so I wonder how light this conversation was. Basically, it failed because it always fails because it had to fail. Just a mess, an absolute mess. I guess, yeah, the article is basically, maybe they had a conversation and it said no because it was too complicated, which, yeah, is a no-brainer. Doesn't surprise me at all. This is really interesting. Japan's gacha game industry, Japan? Did I just say Japan? Japan's gacha game industry is a sinking Titanic phase, which is nuts because gacha is so profitable that I'm strongly of the impression that the foreign market is trying to figure out means to get Western gamers on board with gacha. I got many issues with gacha. I'm anti-gacha. Because it is so tremendously profitable. And there's like the culture around video games is just so different in the East or in Asia. In that they're culturally completely okay with gaming on mobile. In fact, they enjoy it, whereas the West is so hostile towards it, and it's definitely like they're really trying to push Western gamers in the direction of being okay with mobile games because then you can get people addicted to gacha, and they make a whole bunch more money. Square Enix recently announced that it will be discontinuing 2 of its decade-old mobile gacha games in Japan, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius and Dragon Quest of the Stars. With the market growing saturated and development costs constantly rising, end-of-service announcements are unfortunately nothing new in the industry, and developers in Japan are starting to feel like they can't expect much of a future from working on domestic mobile games. That's nuts. I'm very surprised to hear this is happening. I guess as I was saying on stream yesterday, for anyone who missed it, I did a subscribers only stream, which I'm going to be doing slightly more often. It means that you don't get notifications for them, but it's for co-working. So basically, like if I'm working and just like kind of doing like some writing stuff or some editing stuff, then I stream to subscribers only. So it's like much less chatty. That's why it's subscribers only, to be clear. It's like it's trying to make it a lot smaller. I won't post the VODs on YouTube. I did one yesterday. I think it was like 4 hours by the end of it. So it's like we'll still talk occasionally, but less. And the idea is like people work at the same time, but also still have company. But I was talking about it yesterday. There's just so many fucking games now that like part of the struggles games are having, it's just this, it's so exponential. It can't succeed in the way that film can, and that going to the movies is an event and it's limited time, so you are compelled to do it. Whereas video games, the amount of them that I haven't played and would like to only gets larger every year because there's too fucking many. So they're just competing with volume. Like it's difficult to make new games in that everyone's like, I got all these other games to play though, dude. I'm fine. It took 4 hours only because of Rahul. That's true. That's a good point. Which also, okay, for anyone who was on that stream yesterday, I would just like myself to be redeemed, which, Jeff, thank you so much for your work here. I really appreciate it. Here's me screaming at Rahul, who kept telling me that I was putting an accent on when I was saying words. Okay, are you ready, everybody? If you were there on the stream yesterday, you'll understand. He told me that I was not doing things in an Australian accent, even though I fucking have an Australian accent. Okay.
Say water.
Water.
Huh?
Water.
Say it like with an Australian accent.
Just having a meltdown because I was saying it with an Australian accent. Listen to the way these two words sound.
Say water.
Water.
Huh?
Water.
Say it like with an Australian accent.
That's mineral water.
Water. I don't know. He was like, it sounds like when you say water or something. It's just water. I said it with an Australian accent. Okay. Thank you so much for this, Jeff. I made sure that Rahul watched this. We actually watched Blair Witch Project last night, which with Sam Sloyan and another friend who none of you would know. Way better than I remembered. Way better than I remembered. Okay, that movie rules. Anyway. Yeah, it totally does. It's actually better than I remember, like I said. On a shoestring budget. It's a really interesting one. The budget for the movie was like not insignificant, like not compared to like Primer or Paranormal Activity, like a little bit bigger, but I think it was Paramount acquired it and spent an extra $200,000 on changing the ending. I wonder what the original ending was. Most successful student film of all time. Yeah. Thank you, Bad Arcane. Thanks for being here. Nice to see you. Appreciate you. I haven't seen it since I was 15 or so fucking terrifying. So, because I was a little edgelord, when I watched it first, I was a teenager and I remember thinking it was okay, but I think I didn't like it that much because I didn't find it scary enough. But now because I was again a little edgelord, so I was like, if it doesn't have jump scares and gore, then I don't care, because I was a child who hadn't developed critical thinking yet. Now I'm so much more on board with that kind of horror that I enjoyed it way more. The story about the actors/creators is heartbreaking. I don't know what you're referring to. I know that they weren't like allowed to be publicized because they were really trying to sell people on it being real. Which, the fucking acting's so good. So good. We watched the original. A friend of mine is in the newest one. He worked with Sugar Pine, so he was in the Funhouse office, and then he was like one of the leads of that movie, which is crazy. In the original ending, the dude in the corner turns around and says, "You're the Blair Witch now," and there are trumpets. No, he must say, "I'm the Blair Witch now." Or, it's Blair Witch in time. Silksong, Hell Is Us, and Chronos in the next 2 days. What are you playing first? That's what I'm saying! Too many video games! I'm going to play Silksong. But I really like the look of Hell Is Us. Not that I don't like the look of Kronos either, but I'm like not as I haven't seen that game as much. Do you like to dance deliciously? Anyway, back to this. Prompted by the recent announcement by Square Enix mobile game developer Sumaru commented on X, Dragon Quest of the Stars and FF Brave Exvius is shutting down. Exvius, sorry. Someone active in the industry, I once again feel like gacha games are becoming like the Titanic. Staying in this industry means clinging to one of the limited spots on a sinking ship. So it's the black hole problem that I spoke about in my games industry video that was from the State of the Games Industry presentation. Where we're in this sort of black hole is really the best way to put it. That there are certain games that have become black holes and they kind of sink in fans from everything else and they just get pulled in towards them and people are just playing those things. And it's always been slightly a thing, but I think that problem has escalated significantly in recent years where it's like Roblox is fucking huge, man. The Roblox black hole is just taking children who would normally become a regular fucking console gamer and sucking them into that thing and they're not touching anything else. I am so afraid of the next generation of game devs because like when that generation become game devs, right now everyone's still inspired by Ocarina of Time and Half-Life. You know, we're all still inspired by quality shit. The next generation of game devs is just fucking brain rot Roblox kids. Are they even going to try to make the kind of games that we make now? Maybe that's okay because we have too many games. Maybe it'll be fine. Maybe we'll be like, great, now I can get back to my fucking backlog that's been this long since the goddamn 90s. So I take it back, it's fine. But I never expected it to happen to Gacha, but it does make sense. It does make sense. They're black holing. It's like only the biggest survive and they tend to suck in fans from everywhere else and everyone else just kind of falls apart. It's had a huge impact on the industry recently. Japan's mobile scene is a long-running hits like Fate/Grand Order, Monster Strike, and Puzzles and Dragons that have managed to stay profitable for over a decade. The limited seats. Yeah, limited seats is a really good way to put it. But even the companies behind them, like Puzzles and Dragons developer Gung Ho, have struggled to produce any new hits in the meantime. Yeah, you kind of can't. They're like cannibalizing their own audience. In a way. Would they expand out to other games during their teenage years? It doesn't seem to be happening. No. The Roblox crowd seems to be sticking with Roblox for a really long time. I know a Roblox dude tried to claim he didn't know what a creepypasta was. Is that so unlikely? Why could that man not know what a creepypasta is? That makes sense to me. Yeah, your games industry in a bad state. Oh yeah, there's a No Man's Sky update. I might be playing that on Friday. I'm a little bit worried about time this week though. I have a lot of shit to do before I have to fly to Australia on Friday. So planning to play No Man's Sky on stream on Friday with Funhouse friends, but not sure if I'll be able to. New mode for Elden Ring. Saints Row reboot reportedly started as a direct sequel to Saints Row 3. Ooh, that seems like a bad idea. I would not do that. CD Projekt earned over 120 million in 6 months with 60% coming from Cyberpunk. Damn. I know Cyberpunk was like very successful on Switch too. It's a fucking great game, man. It's a fucking great game. I really wish they could have delayed it further, but there was just so much heat. And publishers are going to publish. Like, I know they're self-published, and that's part of the confusion with CDPR, but their in-house publishers still forced them, like the dev team and the publishers still separate, still forced them to get the game out. It's such a shame, because it's such a fucking good game. That just, like, really got shat on. Phantom Liberty was Game of the Year by itself. Totally agree. It's just such a bummer. Such a bummer. So Chronos, the New Dawn, is it's a survival, yeah, it's the new Bloober Team game. Survival horror from Bloober. Team working on the Medium being assigned to work on Cronus. I enjoyed the Medium. I feel like that game got some shit, but I now suspect that maybe the shit that it got was specific to console wars. He said it's basically Dead Space. Love that. Let me see how long to beat is. 15 hours. I'm cool with a 15-hour video game. Hell is Us isn't out yet, right? Hell is Us is out today? I didn't think so. No. Fuck, that's also tomorrow? What is going on? Everybody calm down. You know? God. Ocarina of Time game dev inspirations will be replaced by Genshin Impact. That's crazy. Well, I wasn't going to stream for too long today, but I'm down to like play a game for a bit. I was thinking that I would play more Hollow Knight, but I'll see how long the download is for Cronus. I'm not against like doing the first hour of that, just checking it out. Seeing like what the vibe is. You know what I mean? I just had the Australian accent with, you know, I'm Australian. That's how I sound. YouTube chat, I'm going to break the stream up. So I will stop here and then restart. This will be the number one, will be State of Play, and then I will come back and we'll play video games in just a second. So yeah, I just like to have the VODs be separate. So I'll be right back. The Quantum of Solace. I've written it down. I'll remember it now.